SABC News reporter Atule Joka is outside the ICC. A very good afternoon to Atule. Just tell us what's taking place there.
Well, right about now, when I was first crossing, I was inside the ICC, but now I'm just across the street from the ICC and I'm standing outside. The members of the Western Cape region have staged a walkout. It was during the time of adoption of credentials when one member from the Western Cape region got up and said they cannot form part of this Congress because it is not, it is in contempt of court. As you would remember that earlier on, when we spoke earlier on with the national spokesperson of NUMSA, it was around the issues about the court interdict, which was handed down on Saturday, which interdicted this Congress, which was supposed to begin on Monday, but it was since postponed to Wednesday because there was those legalities that were outstanding. But then Pagamile, when we spoke to her, said the special central committee of NUMSA sat on Tuesday afternoon, which is last night, and decided that they will appeal that court ruling which was handed down on Saturday so that they can start with this Congress. They are saying that they are in line with their constitutional mandate. But I will be joined by the Regional Secretary from the Western Cape to just talk to us more as to why they decided to stage a walkout. Mr. Nama, just talk to us about why you decided to stage a walkout just as the Congress was about to adopt their credentials.
Good afternoon, Atule. First and foremost, I must correct the regional chairperson of the Western Cape. My name is Mzimasi Nama. We would have decided to walk out of the so-called conference because we are respecting the courts of South Africa. We are in understanding of law. We are one region that do not want to find itself into gatherings that are unlawful. So on those basis, we decided that, look, we can't be part of a factional gathering that actually is designed by the so-called Special CC yesterday to continue contempting the cause of South Africa. So on those basis, we said, look, as a region, we must take a stand and walk out.
We're speaking earlier on to the national spokesperson of NUMSA. She was saying NUMSA decided to appeal that ruling, that court interdict, and therefore that means the court interdict is overruled as per what they are saying. That is why they are deciding to start with this court process. And also they are saying there's also a logistical nightmare as to the money that has been spent to try and prepare for this conference. Can you speak to those two things, the appeal and also the logistics?
No, we've been actually told by the National Union that they would have lodged an appeal, which is fine. But our belief is that an appeal doesn't necessarily mean that they would have complied to the orders. Remember, there is a region called Mpumalanga that is not part of this conference, and the understanding is that the judge, the order would have said they cannot ever be a conference if Mpumalanga is not part of that conference, as they are supposed to belong in this national union. So on those bases, yes, the national union will say whatever that they say, but there is an understanding that should be to all of us that there should be a compliance, not selective compliance, but the compliance of the order. So we are saying this is a contempt of order, of court order, and we cannot form part of such a gathering as the region.
And also, I want us to talk about this, the money that has been spent by your union, your organization, especially it runs into millions. What about that?
Atule, these are workers. It's their own money as well. You cannot have excuses because you are claiming you want to save workers' money by convening an interdicted conference, by convening a gathering to affirm yourselves because you've got one idea, you just want to continue with the conference. Remember, in the conference, we are not only there to elect leaders. We were told already that they will elect and the other things they will be referred. So it's a waste of money as well. So in fact, the National Union would have actually called. Remember, those people were not actually flew to Cape Town. Most of them were bused to Cape Town. They would have made a call not to make sure that buses are not actually coming to Cape Town. You would have saved money as well in that regard. And it should be understood that we are not in any way wasting workers' money because we are also workers. These are our subs as well.
Mr. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Atule.
Regional chairperson of SAMU here in the Western Cape, talking to us about why they decided to stage a walkout, saying this particular conference is interdicted and therefore it is in contempt of the court and it is unconstitutional and therefore they cannot form part to that. And also NUMSA national spokesperson did say that they've spent quite a lot of money to try and put together this conference which runs into millions. She's saying that this is the money of the workers as well that cannot be used as an excuse to convene with this conference. There's also another issue of the leave to appeal which has been filed to the Supreme Court of Appeal. She is saying that does not mean the interdict is null and void. Therefore, they decided to stage a walkout. Other provinces are still inside the plenary. I understand by now the credentials would have been adopted and the conference will resume. So we'll go back inside to see those provinces which are remaining, how this will unfold. And also speak to Pagamile Majola and the South, also from the side of NUMSA, to just from them to get us up to speed with the proceedings which are happening here in this Congress.
Atule Joka, thanks so much for that update from the NUMSA's 11th National Congress.